do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
Back inside the FMU Wellness Center, Matt Payton, Benji Kelly here as Campbellsville had their starting lineup announced. Let's look at the starting five for the Florida Memorial Lions before we get to the Lady Tigers starting group. Campbellsville University will send out, Florida Memorial will send out today Chantel Barnett, 5'9", a senior guard from Cleveland, Ohio. Nia Johnson, 5'7", a senior guard from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Cornia Johnson, so they got a Nia and a Cornia Johnson, 5'7", the junior guard from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That should be fun. Benji, you can handle play-by-play today. Terry Evans, 5'3", a senior guard from Hastings, Florida. And Diamond Mays rounds out the starting five for Coach Roderick Woods in his first season. She's 5'8", a junior forward from Palmetto, Florida. Now for the Campbellsville University Lady Tigers, coached by Ginger Highcall in her 17th season. She's assisted by former Lady Tiger Miranda Denny and Brett Sowell. The Lady Tigers of CU will send out Lauren Lee, 5'7", the junior guard from Liberty, Kentucky. Maddie Boyle, 5'6", the senior guard from Milledgeville, Kentucky. Courtney Pritchett, 5'8", a graduate forward from Byrdstown, Tennessee. Caitlin Wilkes, 6'2", the graduate forward from Stanford, Kentucky. And making another start for the Lady Tigers is Whitney Hay, 6 foot, a redshirt sophomore forward from Eastview, Kentucky. The Lady Tigers in the road gray uniforms. Those, I guess, are my uniform. I guess they can be home or road. They can do either one, dual uniform.
That's the beauty of gray.
So the Lady Tigers in those ash gray look uniforms. Campbellsville across the chest in maroon with maroon numerals. Tiger paw on the shorts. For Florida Memorial, the home whites with the royal blue lettering and numbers. Left to right for the Lady Tigers. Thanks for following us on 88.7 The Tiger here today. The Lady Tigers win the toss, and Lauren Lee will bring Campbellsville to the front court. They look for the first points of this basketball game. Pritchett holds it off the elbow out front. Gets it back from Wilkes now. Pritchett one dribble, feeds Lee. They want the entry. They've got Wilkes. Wilkes goes to work quickly, looking for point 905. Can't get it as the shot is no good. Tapped around. Evans comes the other way with it for the Lions. Into the middle is Barnett. She runs into her own teammate, nearly lost the ball. It goes into the corner. That is Cornia Johnson. Here's a three in the corner for Nia Johnson.
Good luck with that today.
I'm telling you what. Lee brings Campbellsville the other way. They don't stop ball. We get a late block by Diamond Mays. I thought that was going to be an easy two for Lee. Wilkes nearly lost the handle. Pritchett tight ropes the inline, finds Lee, has it back now. Does Pritchett wants Hay, and the defender did a nice job to swoop around, knock the ball away. Nia Johnson ahead. Evans stops across the paint. Boyle knocks it out of bounds, and Chantel Barnett and the Lions of Florida Memorial keep the possession in an early change for the Lady Tigers here.
Yeah, Bertram into for Hay, and Hay's going back to the locker room, so I don't know the issue there. But Matt, a lot of contact, letting them play. First time that you're coming down here playing with Sun Conference officials, so a little bit officiating different than what we're used to back home.
Nia Johnson to Evans. That was the crossover. Back to Nia Johnson in the middle. Thought about that jumper just off the free throw line. Ball nearly taken away by Bertram. Back out. Nia Johnson surveys, drives, steps through, shot up. Little floater with the right hand is good as Bertram couldn't quite get there. The 5'6" junior guard from Glasgow making an early appearance for Campbellsville. Lauren Lee to Bertram on the right wing. Boyle on around left side. Pritchett holds. Boyle, trigger, three on the way. Too strong. Rebound batted, taken in by Mays. And here comes Florida Memorial to the other end. Barnett lost the handle, and Lee couldn't quite grab it. Ball knocked away. Here's Bertram. She has the basketball as the two teams battle for the possession. Left side, Pritchett, jumper good. We're tied at 2 as Courtney Pritchett sinks one from about, 16 feet or so?
16 feet, a couple feet inside the three-point line. Good transition. Good turnover there by the Lady Tigers. Got it up front to Pritchett for a nice jumper.
Nia Johnson holds it off the left wing. Now Evans again straight away. Evans the transfer from Life. She'll try a three. That is off the mark. Lee flies in. Nice block out by Caitlin Wilkes. Lauren Lee to the other end. Pushes, kicks, Boyle, triple, bang. Maddie Boyle and Edward Jones 3 from the right wing.
Yeah, no, once again, transition in offense. Nice, easy three-pointer for Maddie Boyle.
Quick pace for Florida Memorial. Nearly lost the possession. Evans, she'll come to Barnett. Now down the lane is Nia Johnson. Again, a shot that's going to be an offensive foul as she runs over Courtney Pritchett. And Nia Johnson draws the first whistle of the day for the foul column.
Good job by Courtney to switch over and get her feet set there in the middle of the lane. That's one thing you'll notice about this Florida Memorial team, Matt. They like to play up tempo. Sometimes they get a little bit out of control. And at that point right there, Courtney was in the right place at the right time.
Changes for Coach Woods. He brings in Madison Shogreen, 5'9" graduate guard. Inside Lee, she finds Caitlin Wilkes for an easy hoop right there, Benji Kelly. They don't get any easier.
Well, it doesn't get any easier because Courtney Pritchett set one heck of a screen right there in the middle of the paint.
Nia Johnson got away with a walk. She's looking for help. That's Evans. Shogreen has it stolen. They were looking for her. The pass never got to her. Pritchett intercepted it. The other way, Boyle and a slew of Lions couldn't finish, and we're going to get a little body check here on Maddie Boyle. She tried to cut off Nia Johnson. That'll be the first on Maddie. And we certainly say a special hello to her family. I'm sure Jeremy and Tracy are listening. Her grandfather John's on the far side, but I know Jeremy's dad or grandfather's been working through some health issues. They couldn't make the trip, but I'm sure they're monitoring in more ways than one.
Absolutely.
Up in Indianapolis.
John may have been the first one in the gym this afternoon.
Yes, he beat us. He was here when we walked in, and that was about 12:30.
He's like, where y'all at? Where y'all been?
That's Johnson in the corner, and she steps on the sideline. So this will give it back to the Lady Tigers. 7-2, Campbellsville leads by 5, 6:28 to play here in the first quarter. They had another change a moment ago. Desaya Thornton into the lineup, 5'5" graduate guard from Boston, Massachusetts, played at Berry University. They lost to Berry here just the other day to Florida Memorial, so Thornton played against her old team.
I think they were on a 4 or 5 game win streak until that loss to Berry, if I'm not mistaken.
Left side, Bertram drives up, little underhanded, left-handed scoop shot that is batted out of bounds off the miss. It'll stay with the Lady Tigers. I mentioned Madison Shogreen. She's in there. She was on that St. Thomas roster last year. I don't remember if she appeared in that game. I may have to go back and look it up. Sometimes those things escape me until the moment of. Lee looking. Bounces to Bertram. Boyle holds it off the wing. Now dribbles to the middle. Thanks to that Pritchett screen, Boyle lost her footing. Stepped on her own winkle picker.
Yeah, she did. And I think she was going to make a bounce pass there to Wilkes, but when she stepped on her foot there, it kind of got a little bit off balance. She tried to throw it up, and as a result, the travel was called. You could see that play developing. There's going to be a nice little pass there to Wilkes.
Nia Johnson in the middle, kicking it out. Thornton's wide open. 3 on the way over. Wilkes is good. That's a beautiful shot by Desaya Thornton. Averages 17 a game. It's coming off the bench here today. Back the other way. Wilkes in a double team. Spits it with a spin move. Can't finish. Ball batted. Wilkes grabs her own miss. Shovels it to Pritchett. We're going to go to the double thumbs prior to Pritchett getting her hands on it. And then I believe that's going to stay with the homestanding or go to the homestanding Lions in white.
Yeah, Caitlin did the thing that you don't do as a post player. When you get your rebound, she brought it down to her waist, and there's a lot of hands in there, and as a result, Florida Memorial got in there and tied it up.
Evans ahead to Johnson off the far side of the floor near midcourt. Now Evans has it back, and here's Thornton hit a 3 there a moment ago. 7-5, Campbellsville leads by 2. Johnson for the tie. Can't do it as it hits the front of the iron, and Maddie Boyle gobbles up that rebound. Campbellsville trying to get into this half-court set. Left side, Bertram. Now Pritchett. They want Wilkes. Can't get it to her. Lee going to drive right side of the lane and kicks. Bertram driving in around the defender. That shot won't go. Mays the rebound, and steps called on Diamond Mays as she tried to free herself up. May have shuffled the feet. We're going to get changes here. Wholesale changes for the Lady Tigers. Let's keep up here. Benji Kelly, 1, 2, 3 off. 4 off, so 4 on. The only Lady Tiger to remain is Lauren Lee. Out of the starting lineup, Whitney Hay returns to the floor. We see Kayla Luby for the first time today, the 6'2 graduate forward from B, Nebraska. Also in is Maddie Nally, 6'2, the junior forward from Louisville, Kentucky. And Tyra Flowers catches the inbounds pass quickly, sends it in to Luby. She goes up off the window for 2 points. She gets the hoop. Tyra Flowers, the helper.
Yeah, it's a good start there for Luby. You know, she played limited minutes against Indiana Wesleyan and quickly got in there and an easy bucket for her.
Mentioned Flowers with the assist there. That ball batted away from Thornton. They stay with it. Barnett has it. Flowers, 5'10 sophomore forward from Winchester, Kentucky. Nearly a takeaway out near midcourt. And now Barnett looked up a bit too much, and it goes out of bounds. Campbellsville will get it back. This brings us to immediate timeout. 9-5. The Lady Tigers lead by 4 with 4:35 on the clock here in the first quarter. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
It's basketball season, Tiger fans. Stay connected to the ins and outs of CU basketball via our weekly coaches show, Tiger Timeout. Each Wednesday at 6 p.m., head coaches Ginger High Colvin and Brent Vernon sit down with Matt Payton to discuss previous matchups, upcoming games, and more. Find it here on 88.7 The Tiger or on the Campbellsville Tiger YouTube channel, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Tiger Timeout.
Benji Kelly CD playing here in the Florida Memorial University Wellness Center. Wiggity, wiggity, whack, they said. The earthy aroma here in the Wellness Center.
Amen to that, my friend. Up high. Well, no comment.
Yeah, we better leave that one alone. It's early in the week.
It is that.
9-5, Campbellsville.
Both teams right at 33 to 36% shooting, so a lot of misses here early for both of these programs. Both teams have hit a three-point shot. So once again, Matt, I think they've got the score on the stats flipped here. So that's a little
dealt with that earlier this year somewhere, and it was a nightmare. I think it was the Tigers game against UT Southern in Williamsburg. It was a real mess to keep up with. Hay mishandles the basketball, but Lauren Lee there to pick it up. Dropping down into the short corner was Hay. She'll drive now, and she gets the bucket there. Lauren Lee, I believe, will get an assist on that one for the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, Whitney Hay, just a nice little pump fake and got around her defender for an easy layup.
Gabriella Dumas is into the lineup here. 5'5" freshman guard from Sunrise, Florida. Barnett holds. She'll go back to Thornton. She had the three earlier. Opposite side, that three is off the mark. Kayla Luby grabs the rebound away from Karma May, the 5'9" freshman forward from Greenville, North Carolina. Driving, head down, that is Lee. Her shot is knocked away, but she's fouled on the play by a Lion.
And that's just good job by Lauren there. The numbers weren't there, and the defense kind of relaxed a little bit when she got to the paint. And then she had that quick step right by and was able to draw the foul. Who's that foul on?
They got Karma May, 25. Free throw from Lee was good. And
good to see Lauren hitting both of those free throws, Matt. She struggled a little bit earlier in the year. Last year, her percentage was really, really high. Now it's down below 70%. Those two makes will get it back up there above 70%.
Go ahead, Benji. I'm trying to get something squared away for Puerto Rico for that Facebook Live feed.
Okay. Well, there's Tyra diving on the floor for an turnover, but it turns it right back over to Florida Memorial as Thornton has it at the top of the key, and I believe the shot clock's all out of whack here, so they'll have to reset it. She probably should be about 18 on the shot, Matt, since the turnover was in the backcourt. That's just a guess for me. Oh, actually, they're going to 28. So I thought if the turnover was in the backcourt, they go back to 20, but I never know with these rules. Florida Memorial kicks it in to Thornton at the top of the key. She penetrates over to the right. And we got a penetration here on Barnett. She draws the foul. The basket's in, and the foul's on number 11, Tyra Flowers, her first, team's second.
So the foul on Flowers will send Barnett to the line for an and one opportunity here as the Lady Tigers lead 13-7 for the time being. And Barnett on the season, about 73% from the free throw line.
That shot's good.
So Campbellsville with a 13-8 advantage. A little pressure here.
Yeah, they do. They press, and they quickly turnover.
Get a takeaway. Campbellsville is going to have to be ready for that.
Thornton from downtown, no good. Rebound Whitney Hay, and she throws it out of bounds.
Campbellsville's going to have to settle in, and you don't want to make excuses for the Lady Tigers, but it was a long day of travel yesterday.
A long day of travel, and just a lot of sitting and not moving, and took 2 hours to kind of get the rental cars and get settled to the hotel, and they'll get settled down here.
13-8. Ball deflected by Nally. She couldn't quite run it down as Cornelia Johnson held on to the possession. Here, Nia Johnson, the jumper. That is no good. Rebound in there is put back up by Stevens. Yeah, I don't know about that one. They're going to get Whitney Hay. Stevens jumped up for the basketball. There was some contact, but that ball was
clear.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody had a right to it. So, 3 on the Lady Tigers. That's Hayes first. It'll stay with Florida Memorial. They'll go deep and into the backcourt to retrieve it is Barnett. Barnett gets around Nally. Inside, unable to handle the pass with Stevens, and Benji, that may have been an easy layup for Stevens.
It would have been. It's just a quick pass, and sometimes those interior passing they're hard to do, especially a guard to a post. And but Campbellsville was fortunate there to get the turnover.
So Campbellsville with the basketball. Whitney Hay with some nifty dribbling, crosses the timeline, drives in. Bluffs the pass right side to Nally, went to Luby instead. Benji, I don't know if people realize that, but she held the defense on the floor when she looked at Nally. Everybody got flat-footed, dropped it right over the top or in between 2 defenders to Luby. They were able to recover and knock it out of bounds, however, though.
That's a smart play by Florida Memorial, but yeah, nifty passing there by Whitney Hay.
Campbellsville, the baseline out of bounds opportunity here. They get it into Bertram, needs some help now. Flowers finds Nally, back to Flowers, inside. Hay spins, nobody there to defend her, and she'll get an easy 2 off the window. Nice job, patient move by Hay.
Yeah, just patience for the Lady Tigers on that whole offensive set. There we go. She's going to get one before this day's over.
Another deflection by Nally, but couldn't run it down.
That's the 3rd or 4th deflection that Maddie Nally's already have, and once again, those don't show up on the stat sheet, but as her wingspan is so wide, Matt, and putting her at the top of that zone is it's a nightmare for a lot of offenses.
15-8, the Lady Tigers lead. We are under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Barnett right wing. And ball, I believe Nally got a hand on that one
too.
Able to run it down, however, is Florida Memorial. Nia Johnson going to drive. That shot off the window is good. Florida Memorial's went a bit smaller here, it appears, Benji. And that has given Campbellsville maybe a slight bit of trouble. Inside here, Luby from Hay. That shot won't go. Ball batted around, and it comes back to Barnett. She's fouled by Flowers. That's going to be 2 on the transfer from Northern Alabama.
Yeah, and I think Luby there kind of rushed that shot just a little bit. I don't think she realized how close she was to the basket, rushed it, and put a little too much English on it as we got some subs back in here for Campbellsville.
So when you're down in this area, they call it too much Spanish on it?
I guess.
Or, I mean, it could be like, either or. When we get to Puerto Rico, is it, too much Spanish on it? Yeah. As Lauren Lee gets a deflection and a steal for the Lady Tigers. She'll go left side of the lane. Pitch one up. She gets whacked on the noggin. She'll get 2 points and a free trip. One to the free throw line.
And a knock on the noggin was definitely there, but a great job of getting the steal and layup, and Lauren a chance to go back to the free throw line for a 3-point play. That was on Nia Johnson, I believe.
I believe that was who they assessed that personal foul to. That would be her second. And for Florida Memorial's a team, that's 3. Free throw for Lauren Lee is good. So the valedictorian makes it a 3-point trip. 18-10 the count. Campbellsville will pressure a bit near midcourt as Evans shoots it ahead here to Nia Johnson. And now Barnett tries to split defenders, kicks to Evans. Chased by Boyle. Now Thornton has it. Ooh, nearly a walk. Able to keep that left foot down, however. Thornton gets it back. Evans on around into the corner. That is Nia Johnson for three. No good. Rebound to Maddie Nally, and she is bumped and fouled on the rebound by Chantel Barnett. This will be her first 4 on the Lions with just 49.2 seconds remaining in this first 10-minute session. 18-10. Campbellsville looking to add to their lead here. 8 points, I believe, the largest lead of the day. Quickly ahead. Lee whips it to Pritchett and gets it back near midcourt in the logo. On the dribble is Lauren Lee. Boyle clears left side, running their offense. They want Wilkes. They've got her. Wilkes inside. Up. Good.
Nice entry pass from Courtney up top, and a nice little turn and hook shot by Caitlin Wilkes. We've seen that happen quite often.
Barnett to Evans. Right side, Thornton holds it, pressured by 2 Lady Tigers, Nally and Lee. Now back to Nia Johnson. Dribbles in, cut off by Boyle. 15 seconds. Shot clock's actually off. Game clock down to 10 as that shot is thrown up by Thornton. And I'm not sure that's what you want. Campbellsville will get a chance to add here, leading by 10. Lee, 4 seconds. Pritchett to Boyle. 3 on the way. Bang! Maddie Boyle, second. Edward Jones, play out of the first quarter, and the Lady Tigers lead by a baker's dozen. As the buzzer sounds, we'll head to quarter number 2. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school.
We're more than our 80 major and postgraduate programs.
We're more than our 32 sponsored collegiate sports teams.
We're more than a student body with over 20,000 members.
We're more than our 9 locations spanning from Kentucky to California.
We're even more than our 117 years of academic excellence.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school. We are the generation that will build the future.
More of the hits here in the Florida Memorial University Wellness Center. Matt Payton, Benji Kelly, as Campbellsville leads by 13 heading to the second quarter. Benji, as soon as we took that break, you said not a great start, but that's a terrific finish to the first quarter.
And I think some of that is the little bit of travel fatigue. The Lady Tiger team got down here yesterday. We got settled probably around 6 o'clock last night. They had a late dinner and kind of just didn't do a shoot around today, so it took a little bit to get the legs going, but that last 4.5 minutes, Campbellsville really extended that lead. A couple 3-pointers, 23-10, shooting 50% from the field as opposed to 30.8% for this Florida Memorial Lady Lions club.
Maddie Boyle going to pitch it in to Lauren Lee to begin this second quarter. Lauren Lee has Pritchett. Pritchett on the dribble will wait for Lee to come back and grab it. Lee working right side of the lane in some traffic, throws up an awkward off-back. You cut it out, young lady. Lauren Lee with a circus finish down in the middle. And here she's going to be whistled for a foul on the other end. And
that's a little acrobatic play right there by Lauren Lee, the valedictorian.
Well, I'm going to be honest. When she put her head down that last 2 steps, I thought, she's going to have to find somebody to kick this to. But that shows what I know.
Well,
right side, Thornton.
That's why she's the valedictorian,
That's right.
I guess.
They don't teach you that in the books.
No.
Here is a driving Lion. That was Nia Johnson. Shot no good. Well off the mark. Lee nearly mishandles it. Finds Nally. She'll go inside to Wilkes. Quick turnaround shot no good. We get a blocking foul. Too far underneath was Josiah Thornton. That's going to be her first.
And that was a nice entry pass by Maddie Nally on the fast break. She actually had the jumper, but the defense kind of came out to guard her, and Wilkes was wide open, so she gets a chance to go here to the free throw line. That foul was on Thornton, is that right?
That foul was on Thornton, yes.
Caitlin Wilkes at the free throw line this year. She's a 79% shooter.
Wilkes giving chase to that 1,000-point club we talked about earlier, and Wilkes with her getting there would be the 40th, I do believe. Free throw good. 17-point Lady Tiger advantage, 27-10. Right wing Evans, out top Barnett. Ball deflected by Boyle, grabbed by Nia Johnson. She's going to penetrate and now steps back beyond the three-point arc to find Evans down to 11 seconds. Evans steps through. That's a nice pass inside to Mays, but it was taken away. Now he finally got that deflection and steal, but it wasn't out top. It was down inside. Lee bounces wide open. Easy bucket for Kit Kat. A timeout by Roderick Woods. She gets the finish. Lauren Lee with a nifty little find from the middle of the lane, and Woods wants the timeout. The Lions looking for answers. There are none at the moment. 29-10, the third-ranked team in the country leads. You're following the Lady Tigers in the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
We are Kentucky Broadcasters, your hometown radio and television stations. We bring you breaking news. We keep you safe. We serve your community in good times and in bad. Your local broadcasters are always there. We are deeply rooted in your small towns and your big cities. We champion a strong sense of civic pride, no matter how we connect. Over the air, online, and on your device. We are Kentucky Broadcasters. There when it matters.
Campbellsville leading Florida Memorial 29-10. Matt Payton and the former Tiger, the Hall of Famer Benji Kelly down in Miami Gardens, Florida for this one today.
We got a nice little crowd for Campbellsville made the trek down here, man. I'm counting about 30 to a little over 30.
There are more Lady Tiger fans than Lion fans.
Yes, there are.
Of course, I don't believe school's in session
I don't think
here.
it is. There's a lot of empty parking spots outside.
Driving in. That shot is blocked by Pritchett as Thornton wanted to shoot it. Lee will quickly go ahead. She's got Boyle one dribble. Maddie Boyle off the window. Got away with a couple of extra steps.
But, little Euro hop step jump here and there. But
they're used to the NBA game down here at the Heat.
That's a walk.
Here they'll call a walk on
that one.
Nia Johnson. Boyle had a high dribble. I thought she may have walked out top.
I did too.
It was all out of whack.
And then
from
a hop
the get-go, and then a little
hopscotch going on here. So
Campbellsville leading by 21 points here over the Lions. Sunday afternoon they head off to the opposite side of the state of Florida. They'll be on the west side of the state as they head to.
You get to make that trek through Alligator Alley.
Here is Pritchett into the corner. Lee. Oh man, that's a nice play. She had Wilkes down on the block, but Mays able to get the hand up and deflect that. Would have been an easy two for Campbellsville. That's a nice dish on the opposite end. Missing the shot, however, is Nia Johnson. Quickly to the other end. Pritchett has Boyle. Boyle feeds. That's Wilkes, and she's eating. Caitlin Wilkes with another bucket. Maddie Boyle set it up.
That's just a beautiful entry pass, bounce pass there by Maddie Boyle. Under control. I wonder how many times they've actually done that in their career, high school and college.
But John King told me, I think I mentioned it on the air the other day, how many games they have played together roughly. It was a bunch.
Good block out by Courtney Pritchett.
Missed shot. Pritchett the rebound. Lauren Lee again the other way. It's been a scoreless drought here. Pritchett bluffs the pass. She'll take the three. Bang for Courtney Pritchett. Set it up. Patient as ever for Courtney Swishett.
Well, and it's one of those things that Courtney is not known. I mean, she can hit the three, but she's not known to take it that often, and the defense knew that. She nice pump fake. Wide open. I don't think anybody was in 15 feet from her.
36-10. This is a big run for the Lady Tigers. That shot no good. Wilkes the rebound, and she's fouled as Mays will be whistled. We'll see if we can get this current run for the Lady Tigers here. If we can get to the play-by-play, Benji, that foul on Mays was.
I'll get it here. So
first, and that
let's go back to the first quarter here.
Yeah, they've been stuck on 10 for a while.
Yeah.
It was 23-10 to start, so it's at least a 13-0 run.
17-10, 15-10, so 21-0 run.
My goodness. Whitney Hay, left side Bertram. She'll try a three. Left side triple is short, and the rebound taken by Florida Memorial. This may break that run unless Burke can get back. She can't. And Nia Johnson able to throw it up. That long board came out, and Johnson quickly running the floor gets an easy lay-in. And Whitney Hay gets some instruction here from Ginger High Colvin, Lauren Lee with the break. That's your fault. You looked up that stat and they quickly broke it. Here is Flowers. Left side.
You asked me to, though.
Yeah, down in the corner, short corner is Hay. She looks down inside to Luby, and the masked wonder, Kayla Luby, gets 2 points for Campbellsville.
Campbellsville clicking on all cylinders right here as Bree Gowdy's into the game. Good to see her getting some minutes here this afternoon.
Bree, the 5'5" sophomore guard from Campbellsville, Kentucky. And here falling down is Thornton. And I think maybe Thornton got a little encouragement there from Bree Gowdy to fall down.
And the foul is on Bree. Second team foul for Campbellsville here in the second quarter.
The good news on Luby, we talked about, mentioned the mask. There was no break or anything in there, so it was just a really...
Well, I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, Matt, she is clear to not wear it, but it's more of a comfort thing. I guess a peace of mind knowing that if I do get hit, that mask is going to help me. So I look forward to kind of wear it a few more games here.
I think she probably wears it on this trip, and after the break, you may even get it in Pikeville, but by the 6th of January, I don't think you see it anymore. Here driving in, little floater for Barnett. No good. Rebound is taken in by Whitney Hay. She was up above everybody down inside for that board. Hay needs some help. Still needs some help. This is close to a 5, but finds Gowdy. 38-12 to score. 5.5 minutes or so to play in this first half. Luby, right side to Gowdy. Gowdy into the middle. Stops. Back to Bertram. Wants the interior pass to Luby. Has her, and she's fouled. Luby is bumped by a pair of Lions. That is on Karma May, not to be confused with Diamond Mays. It's a play-by-play guy's nightmare here. Naya and Cornelia Johnson.
May and Mays.
Gowdy quickly into Bertram. I'm not sure, did Florida Memorial know that ball, or at least a couple of them may not have known that ball was whistled ready for play.
Well, I think what happened is the entry pass bounced on the line.
Oh, and the girl stopped thinking
it was out. And it's one of those things that when you're entering from out of bounds, there's no out of bounds until it's touched.
So the other end is Florida Memorial. Down on the end line, shooting the mid-range jumper. That time is Dumas, and she hits the 2-point basket. 38-14 the score. Right side is Flowers. Oh, she was fouled as she tried to throw that pass. This, I believe, will be against Nia Johnson, and her first half may be a bit short here, as that's going to be her third.
Saying out of bounds on the floor. So
four on... Yep.
Yeah, next one will be in the bonus.
Right side, Bertram catches here. Now Hay out top. Left side, Gowdy. Open three on the way. Get in there, ball. That is short for Bree Gowdy, and the rebound taken in by Barnett. She wants to run. Barnett quickly ahead. Left side, that is Thornton. Can't shoot it. Multiple Lady Tigers close in quickly. Back around. Barnett wants to drive in the middle. Floater off the paint. No good. Flowers the rebound. Holds it up high and waits. And now she'll bring Campbellsville to the front court. Shovels it over to Hay. Inside Luby. Ball knocked away, and unable to save it was Karma May. Lauren Lee going to enter the basketball game for CU. Checking out is Bree Gowdy. So Gowdy gets a couple of first half minutes here for CU. Lauren Lee to do the honors. Hay wide open. Three on the way. That is short. And the rebound grabbed out of the sky, that time by Thornton. Jordan stops here. Pull-up jumper, no good. Tyra Flowers, another rebound. And she has Lauren Lee. Campbellsville leads by 24. Less than 4 minutes to play in the half. Bertram, right wing, triple. Bang! Elizabeth Bertram and Edward Jones pay out for the Lady Tigers. I believe that's their fourth of the day.
Yeah, just a good penetration by Lauren. The defense came around her, and she kicked it back out for a wide-open three from Bertram. Textbook transition basketball.
Left side on the dribble and driving is Thornton, and she's going to be fouled, and I believe that's going to be on Flowers. That'll be three on Tyra.
And Flowers just standing there, and the offensive player kind of went into her. She's like, what else am I supposed to do here? That's her third, Matt. Third team foul for
Flowers. Frustrated, and she'll check out here as Courtney Pritchett enters. Free throw here from Thornton is good. You know, my feelings are still hurt from yesterday morning. We got onto the bus, and I was the penultimate member of the trip to make it there, next to last.
That's it.
And Lauren Lee was after me, and the bus driver said, you two are the last two. And I said, well, that's true. Is the free throw good? I said, one of us is essential personnel and the other one's just the point guard. Don't worry about it. So, and then Ginger had the nerve to look at me and say, no, Matt, I love you and I want you on this trip, but we need the other one. So,
and I needed you because I'm not a play-by-play guy. So
I'm still recovering from that remark. Here's Hay. She wants to deck it and drive, leaves it back out with Bertram. 8 to shoot. Inside, Luby shovels it back to Lee. Wants Hay. 4 seconds. Hay gonna have to go to work, and I think she may have stepped on a foot. She's actually kind of gimpy there. Comes up a little awkward, but called for steps nonetheless.
Well, you got to give Florida Memorial credit there. A lot of defensive intensity right there. A lot of pressuring the ball, double team, and it just kind of sped Campbellsville up and ultimately the turnover.
And I want to say Lauren and I were both 5 minutes early. It was not like we were late.
You were just the last two.
We were the last two at 7:25 of a 7:30 exit. Here, shot inside. Ooh, I thought Courtney may have blocked that, or at worst been a jump ball scenario, but they're going to get Pritchett on the foul call here. Free throws, I believe, coming for Florida Memorial. So this will be Stevens at the free throw line. That is off the mark. 41-16 your score. Less than 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Matt Payton, Benji Kelly at the FMU Wellness Center. And that shot no good. That's Alfonso Alvarez over there.
He is. He told me he was coming down.
So he
said he hadn't been back down since he moved to Campbellsville. And actually several of his, I think he's got some players here.
Men's volleyball team. Pritchett holds. Alfonso's done. Oh, inside. And come on. We're going to get Kayla Luby on a foul call there. Offensive foul. Alfonso had done PA for the last few games in the Powell Center for Campbellsville University as Corbin Harris and Connor Wilson have been tied up.
We have to talk to Alfonso. He needs to kind of speed up his cadence.
The starting lineup has me all up in. I could get 8 out before he gets 5. We could start 2 teams. He's
what was it he said? I'm just a volleyball coach.
Yeah. Here inside ball knocked away and picked up by Cornelia Johnson. Shot no good. Rebound taken in by Maddie Nally. And the other end, Campbellsville. Bertram holds it. Wants Lee. Lee gonna deck it and drive. Loses the handle. Has to back away now. Bounces to Nally. Nally can hit that mid-range jumper. She's got that in the bag. Won't let that one go, however. Ball knocked out of bounds by Thornton.
13 on the shot clock, Matt, here. We're going to have a little sidelines out of bounds. Look for a entry pass and maybe a lob down on the opposite block. I'm going to call that one here. See if we have it.
Defend the inbounder, which might make that
a little more difficult.
Yeah, and they'll pitch it in to Bertram.
Here we go. Back screen. No, we're going back screen to Bertram. There it is.
There
it was. Oh, it was there.
And here's Luby. Turnaround shot in the middle. No good. Ball is grabbed by Stevens, and she quickly has to unload it to Cornelia Johnson. And now Thornton gets around Bertram out top. 1:40 to play here in the first half. Campbellsville with a 41-16 advantage. Left side bluffing the pass now is, did you see Thornton as soon as that ball left her hands, she just kind of, her shoulders shrugged and almost like, it was an air ball.
It was offline from the get-go. She was a little deeper than I think she anticipated her being. She was probably a good 3 or 4 feet behind the 3-point line.
So the missed shot will give it back to the Lady Tigers here. Down under 90 seconds to play in the period. Campbellsville with the substantial lead. Here Lee driving, looking for more. Kicking. Bertram, far side corner. Triple. Bang! Elizabeth Bertram, second Edward Jones 3 of the day.
Yeah, Elizabeth Bertram likes the Florida weather down here. She's hit a couple 3. She had like 12 or 15 last year?
Yeah, in this game, I think she had 12. Well, yeah, against Florida Memorial. There's a 3 from Evans and a quick answer from Terry Evans. Evans had scored just 1 point in 3 total games against the Lady Tigers, a member of Life. That's 3 and 1 shot right there. Pritchett out top. Bert again, straight away. 3. Bang! Elizabeth Bertram with a trifecta here in the first half.
Something about this Miami-Dade County that Elizabeth Bertram from Glasgow, Kentucky likes.
Out top, Evans, and here is Johnson, can't shoot it. Evans gets it back. She'll try another answer, and that one is no good. Down under 30 seconds. Rebound, and May is off the mark with that shot. Campbellsville with a chance for the final look here.
Boys, it would be nice if we could get Bertram the ball here again with 15 to go, Matt.
This is definitely a heat check scenario for the Double Deuce. See if she can free herself up. Lee down to 7 seconds. 5 seconds. Lee crosses up, drives, kicks. Burt, triple is no good. She rushed it just a bit, and I think Lauren may be telling her there was either a miscommunication over the where Burt maybe needed to be in that scenario, or maybe thinking Burt had a little more time. Either way, Campbellsville with a large lead heading to the locker room. In fact, they lead by 28 points, 47-19 the score, with 15 showing on the halftime clock here. We will step away. We'll come back and look at the numbers that made up the first 20 minutes. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school.
We're more than our 80 major and postgraduate programs.
We're more than our 32 sponsored collegiate sports teams.
We're more than a student body with over 20,000 members.
We're more than our 9 locations spanning from Kentucky to California.
We're even more than our 117 years of academic excellence.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school. We are the generation that will build the future.
We are Kentucky Broadcasters, your hometown radio and television stations. We bring you breaking news. We keep you safe. We serve your community in good times and in bad. Your local broadcasters are always there. We are deeply rooted in your small towns and your big cities. We champion a strong sense of civic pride, no matter how we connect. Over the air, online, and on your device. We are Kentucky Broadcasters. There when it matters.
All right, folks, let's get started. Parents, thanks for coming. As many of you know, I'm Coach Mather. Tonight I want to talk about the season, of which I only have one expectation, that everybody gets stronger. When I say get stronger, I'm not referring solely to physical strength. Sure, we'll be in the weight room, we'll be running stairs, but we're also going to focus on developing mental toughness and grit. Because those are the characteristics that allow us to achieve greatness both on and off the court. So how do we develop those things? By getting comfortable with a challenge, by cultivating the confidence necessary to overcome adversity in all forms. That's why I coach. That's my purpose. Every member of this team can lean on me, and I'll teach them how they can lean on themselves and each other.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
Halftime in Miami Gardens, Florida at Florida Memorial University. Campbellsville University leading the Lions 47-19. Matt Payton, Benji Kelly here, and in that first half, Benji, after about the first 4 or 5 minutes, throw the rest of it out. The Lady Tigers were rolling.
Yeah, that first, once again, I think a lot of it had to do with the travel fatigue and just a long day of travel, no shoot around early today to get your legs going, and it took them a few minutes to get things going. But once they did, it's been all Campbellsville. They went on that 21-0 run. About 4 minutes left to go in that first quarter till about 4 minutes into the second quarter. So it's just been all Campbellsville here this afternoon.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers that made up that first half. We didn't get paper stats, so we'll try it off the stat sheet here online. Campbellsville in the first frame, 18 of 31, Benji, 58%. That dog will hunt. 6 of 10 from long range, 60% there, and a perfect 5 of 5 at the free throw line. So 100%, of course, at the stripe. For Florida Memorial, just 7 of 27 in the first half. They were 25.9%. 2 of 10 from deep, 20%, 60% at the free throw line for the Lions in the first half. Taking a look at the individual scoring. They did get those flip-flop, didn't they? On mine. Mine is flip-flop. I don't know what stats
mine is too. Florida Memorial is Campbellsville players. So
yeah, mine is right though.
Okay.
So I don't know what page you're on. If you can navigate to, I went through the Florida Memorial site.
See, I went through Campbellsville.
So you may check that out. But so for Campbellsville in the first half, in terms of scoring, the Lady Tigers were led by Caitlin Wilkes. Wilkes was 4 of 6 from the floor and scored 10 points. She is now at 913 in her awfully good Lady Tiger career. 4 rebounds in the first half for Wilkes. Campbellsville got 9 off the bench from Elizabeth Bertram. She had 3 Edward Jones payouts in the first frame. 3 of 7 overall for Burt. Campbellsville got 8 points from Maddie Boyle. She had 3 assists to go with the pair of Edward Jones made threes. 7 points from Lauren Lee. Lee with 7 first half assists for the Lady Tigers on the season. Lee averaging 5 assists a game, so that number's going to climb today for the valedictorian. Lee was 2 of 3 shooting, perfect 3 of 3 at the free throw line. And if you want to get real crazy, Lee with 4 rebounds. I mean, you can put her on a slight triple-double watch perhaps.
Yeah.
The Lady Tigers got 5 first half points from Courtney Pritchett. She was 2 of 2 from the field. 4 points for Whitney Hay. Hay finishing with a couple of rebounds and an assist in the first half. 4 points from Kayla Luby for the Lady Tigers to round out CU scoring. For Florida Memorial, in the first half, they were led by Nia Johnson with 6 points, 5 points from Desaya Thornton, 3 each from Chantel Barnett and Terry Evans, 2 points from Gabrielle Dumas. And that rounds out the scoring for the Lions. Back to the team stats, and they need a pen here, Benji. You need a paper too, or just pen? I can sacrifice John King. He's got the camera crew here.
Yeah, I like that little camera setup that they got.
I don't know. I wonder if their production's going off without a hitch, or some are having issues watching. Perhaps you need paper. You good?
No. It's not putting this out right now.
Oh, so it's later.
So they got to download HBCU.
HBCU Plus is where it's broadcast. So it's on HBCU Plus if you're trying to watch. And I wondered on the floor, they have that HBCU Plus. So is that like a ESPN Plus type deal?
Yeah.
So HBCU Plus, if you're trying to watch, it's through that, not the Sun Conference. Okay. So maybe have the Lady Tigers share that or something.
But it should be on the Sun Conference later.
Oh, so it's going to be on re-air on the Sun Conference. And, no, it's on HBCU Plus. He just figured it out. So if you can, I don't have it. I don't have the account. I can send it and then retweet it somebody can retweet it. It's on the court.
Okay. It takes a village, folks.
HBCU Plus.
It takes a village to pull off a production like this.
We didn't get as much correspondence on that, and that's maybe we shouldn't have said anything. The people listening here must be through the roof right now if they can't no outlet to watch. We're going to try to do some stuff differently for Puerto Rico. That's what I was working on in the first half. I was trying to get some equipment gathered up back at home to have my wife will come down, and I'm going to have her bring some stuff to where maybe we can run that down in Puerto Rico, and Benji will have our audio on there. So that's what took me away there for a moment. But anyway, quickly, some of the other numbers. Campbellsville with a 19-11 rebounding advantage in the first half. Lady Tigers just 2 offensive rebounds, 3 for Florida Memorial, but a 17-8 advantage on the defensive end. The Lady Tigers and Florida Memorial tied once. Lead changed hands the one time. Campbellsville led for most of the way. I think Florida Memorial scored the first 2 points of the game, and it was Campbellsville from then on out. Campbellsville finishing with 16 assists. Benji on 18 made shots.
That's some efficient basketball, man.
9 turnovers for Campbellsville. They came away with 5 first half steals. 3 assists for Florida Memorial, 10 first half turnovers. They had 4 steals. Points off turnovers, 13-10 in favor of CU, and the paint at 24-8 Lady Tiger advantage. Taking a look here, I was looking for maybe bench points, 13-7 in favor of Campbellsville. And second chance points, neither team have scored or they're not tracking it. It's all zeros in that second chance point column. But anyway, we've still got, we're over halfway through this halftime period. But again, if you're listening, apparently this game is being broadcast on HBCU Plus. If you want to throw that into the search bar and look up HBCU Plus. The gentleman did not mention, I don't think, anything about any type of subscription or anything for that. So check it out on HBCU Plus, or you can just keep listening to the wonderful melodic voices of Benji Kelly and myself here as the Lady Tigers have emerged from the locker room, getting some warm-up tosses in before we get to the second half. We'll step away and take our extended break. We'll come back with second half action. You're following the Lady Tigers. They lead at 47-19 at halftime here on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school.
We're more than our 80 major and postgraduate programs.
We're more than our 32 sponsored collegiate sports teams.
We're more than a student body with over 20,000 members.
We're more than our 9 locations spanning from Kentucky to California.
We're even more than our 117 years of academic excellence.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school. We are the generation that will build the future.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic Sports in Kentucky. Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
It's basketball season, Tiger fans. Stay connected to the ins and outs of CU basketball via our weekly coaches show, Tiger Timeout. Each Wednesday at 6 p.m., head coaches Ginger High Colvin and Brent Vernon sit down with Matt Payton to discuss previous matchups, upcoming games, and more. Find it here on 88.7 The Tiger or on the Campbellsville Tiger YouTube channel, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Tiger Timeout.
This is Franklin Graham, and I've got an idea for Christmas, and that is to fill a shoebox for a child somewhere in the third world. These children live in poverty, and what I'm asking you to do is just take a shoebox and fill it with items for a child. Put toys, school supplies, and then we give these boxes out, and we do this in Jesus' name. And put your picture in there. Put your address in there. Maybe the kids can write you back, but we need you to be a part of it. God bless you. Thank you so very much.
Visit SamaritansPurse.org/OCC to get involved.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Kentucky.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association and the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association.
Champions of Character connects communities and the NAIA championships across the United States. All 26-plus NAIA championship student athletes participate in a Teaming Up for Character activity. These activities are geared toward local communities' youth in schools and community centers. They are an integral part of every NAIA championship annually, impacting more than 25,000 individuals. For more information on character-driven collegiate athletics, head to naia.org/character.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
Brought to you by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association, the Kentucky Athletic Administrators Association, and the Kentucky Music Educators Association.
Pursue a diverse and rewarding career through Campbellsville University's School of Mass Communication. Offering courses in film, journalism, broadcasting, and public relations, CU's Mass Communication program provides a diverse and unique experience for each student. at Campbellsville University's dedicated Mass Communication Center produce, record, and edit programs for radio and TV. With state-of-the-art technology, equipment, and multiple studios, CU's new facility provides a professional environment for students to grow their knowledge with hands-on experience. In front of or behind the camera, our expanded course options will help you find your calling at Campbellsville University's School of Mass Communication. For more information, contact us at 270-789-5210 or visit us online at campbellsville.edu. Press play on your career with a mass communication degree at Campbellsville University.
Getting set for second half action here in just a moment. The Lady Tigers lead Florida Memorial 47-19. And Benji Kelly has spent all of halftime trying to straighten out the video broadcast. Yeah. HBCU Plus, if you're trying to find that. Brett Pierce is listening. He's going to let us know how they return. But Lady Tiger fans back home, they need their Lady Tigers here.
Well, they do, absolutely. And I actually talking to Coach Coffin there at the break too, and she said, "Well, can I get a copy of this game?" And I said, "Well, best of luck to you."
Now,
so I think it's going to be archived maybe on the Sun Conference later tonight. So for those of you that can't watch it live, you would be able to go back and watch it later.
The Lady Tigers with the advantage will have the basketball to start the second half. Starting five for Campbellsville. Lee and Hay pitches it into Lee. Campbellsville again going right to left in the second half of action. Lee out front. Back to Boyle. Wide open three on the way. Bang! That's drawing up a play out of the locker room and works for 3 points.
That'll work. That'll work. We've seen that a few times.
Three for Maddie Boyle. Campbellsville. A perfect execution there. Out of the halftime intermission. 3 more points for the Lady Tigers. Halfway to 100 here. Corner is Mays. Back out top, Tanaya Johnson. Left side, Barnett. Inside, open. That is Cornelia Johnson. Blocked from behind by Kit Kat, the reigning conference player of the year. Boyle will shovel it back to Pritchett. Pritchett right back to Boyle in the corner. Bang! Heat check for Maddie Boyle. She likes the Florida, overcast skies. I wanted to say sun, but you get the point.
You get the point. It's a little warmer here than back home, but
still. Pritchett takes it away. Benji, excuse me. Here's the other end. Lee attacks, and she is fouled. She'll go to the free throw line here. Will Lauren Lee.
Great start here for this Lady Tiger team out of the halftime break. 2 threes and a steal and an opportunity for Lauren Lee to go back to the free throw line.
Foul was on Evans, her first in the period on Florida Memorial, and Maddie Boyle living by the mantra, have gun, will shoot here this afternoon.
Led the team against this Florida Memorial team last year, Matt. I believe, 19
in that game.
So Lauren makes that first one. Good to see her hitting some free throws after those struggles the last couple of games.
Lauren Lee with one more. That one's good as well. 55-19. Campbellsville leads. They've scored 9 straight out of the locker room. Barnett going to work. Leaves it back out with Evans. Now Nia Johnson, little ball fake, wants to drive into the middle. Turns. That's a double dribble. Good play if it was legal, young lady.
Yeah. Now, back in first, second grade, they might have let that.
Clark's bunch. That is a legal play in Clark's grade. They let that ride at least the first couple of quarters. They might get you later in the game. Hay in a double team needs help. Falling into the lap of Kayla Luby and Brett Sal there. Whitney Hay got tangled up as the double team came. She was trying to create a little space, Benji, and ran out of room there on the sideline. Left side wide open, a little miscommunication defensively, and the three is good by Barnett on that far wing. Boyle into the middle. Hay dumps it down. Wilkes comes across, and that is good. She will get the deuce, and Whitney Hay the dime.
Yeah, Caitlin Wilkes, her 12th point, another assist by Whitney Hay.
57-22. On the dribble here is Cornelia Johnson. I thought that could have been called a moving screen. Nia Johnson works back to the right side here, and now from deep out, that is Mays with a three, and no good. Rebound taken in by Maddie Boyle. I'm not sure she knew Evans was behind her. And we got a scrum here. They're going to call Boyle for a foul as she falls into Nia Johnson. And again, I don't think Maddie Boyle knew Evans was back there, and it led to a turnover.
Yeah, that's where you need your teammates to let you know that the defender's coming up behind you. They're going to try to do a little tap out. And it worked flawlessly for Florida Memorial.
Mays with the basketball for the Lions. Right side, little ball fake, driving Nia Johnson to the middle. Now Evans misplays it. Stays with it, however, picks it up. Barnett with 13 on the shot clock, going to try a three, and that is good over the top of Whitney Hay. And Chantel Barnett, 16% on the season coming in, hits a couple of threes. Boyle thought about it, instead sends one down to Wilkes. Wilkes is
backs her down and draws the foul.
Fouled.
Who'd they get that one on?
They got Diamond Mays. So Shogreen will check back in for Florida Memorial, and Cornelia Johnson checks out. Free throw here from Wilkes is good. She used all of that orange cylinder.
Yeah, a little nice soft touch there.
Elizabeth Bertram entering the Lady Tiger lineup for Whitney Hay. And that free throw is good. (59-25). Campbellsville the advantage. The Lady Tigers stuck in a little Florida swamp for the first 4 or 5 minutes, but they got rolling after that, and it's been clicking on all cylinders offensively since. Missed three at the far corner. Rebound to Lee. Ahead to Pritchett. Now Lee again with the ball fake. Bertram needs help, and looking across the lane for Pritchett, it was deflected. Boyle picks it up, 15 to shoot, 8.5 to play in the third. Bertram inside, Wilkes across the lane, throws one up, won't go. She'll go to the free throw line, however. And that is on Diamond Mays as well. Three on Mays. Three on the Lions. Maddie Nally going to check in here for Maddie Boyle.
Wilkes attempt her 5th and 6th free throw.
Do your texts come through your iPad?
No.
Email?
Yes.
Let me send you that link where you're, does it help you if are you good with that?
It just kept spinning on me, so I'm
just going to let it ride.
I'm just going to let it ride.
Live life on the edge.
That's
First free throw good. Wilkes gets both.
16 points this afternoon for Caitlin, 5 boards.
Brett Pierce said the HBCU Plus is working. Free and available for those Lady Tiger fans who have tried to pull up the video feed.
And I believe that will be the same for Sunday. Right, Matt?
I'm not sure.
We'll find out, I guess.
Check. Here's a jumper for Barnett. That is good. 61-27 the score. Well, Ave Maria is not a HBCU. So
that's correct. They are not.
They should be, I would think, on the Sun Conference or through the Ave Maria page, but we'll try to get you some information out on that. Here is Lee inside, backs away as she's cut off. Pritchett out top, wants to drive in, wanted Wilkes, not there. Nally back to Pritchett off the left wing. Entry for Wilkes is batted away by Karma May. Lee picks it up, she'll drive in, kicks. Nally, jumper from 14, no good. Batted, Bertram the rebound. That shot no good. Lauren Lee another rebound. We're going to watch this triple-double potentially for Lauren Lee.
It's getting closer.
The last Lady Tiger trip dub was Savannah Gregory a few years ago, and here inside is that Wilkes? Who set that up for Wilkes? Was that Lee or Nally?
Nally. Yeah, Nally, nice entry pass there.
63-27, so Kit Kat continues to have a nice day for Campbellsville. She's up to 18. Lee at 9 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. They missed an assist. She had one earlier that they missed, and she had 7 at halftime. Here's a floater off the left side for Barnett. That's good. Yeah, Lee should have 6. She's had 2 rebounds in the second half.
Yeah.
And 1 assist. So a timeout here taken by Coach Roderick Woods. It's a 63-29 basketball game. Campbellsville leads. 4:56 to play in the third quarter. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
We are Kentucky Broadcasters, your hometown radio and television stations. We bring you breaking news. We keep you safe. We serve your community in good times and in bad. Your local broadcasters are always there. We are deeply rooted in your small towns and your big cities. We champion a strong sense of civic pride, no matter how we connect. Over the air, online, and on your device. We are Kentucky Broadcasters. There when it matters.
(63-29) your score. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly.
I've lost everything here, man. I have no Wi-Fi now. I may have to turn my hotspot on here. May do that.
Lady Tigers sending Paige Serafini into this basketball game. 5'11" sophomore guard from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
I got to have my stats. You know, I switched over to the iPad and thinking it would get easier, but
no, let's not go there now. I don't think it's the iPad.
It's not.
And now we've reached another
media
stoppage here, so I'll step away so Benji can get his iPad to work here. 63-29, Campbellsville the basketball. Was that a foul or did they call it?
I think they called a push, yeah.
We'll check the foul here as we take another break. 63-29 your score. 4:48 to play in the third. You're following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
It's basketball season, Tiger fans. Stay connected to the ins and outs of CU basketball via our weekly coaches show, Tiger Timeout. Each Wednesday at 6 p.m., head coaches Ginger High Colvin and Brent Vernon sit down with Matt Payton to discuss previous matchups, upcoming games, and more. Find it here on 88.7 The Tiger or on the Campbellsville Tiger YouTube channel, Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Tiger Timeout.
(63-29) Campbellsville University leading Florida Memorial here in the FMU Wellness Center. It's Lady Tiger basketball. You get it there, Benji?
I got it, my friend.
That foul a moment ago.
I feel like I'm back into the 21st century here.
Honestly, I don't know what they called a moment ago because it's not even. Anyway, Maddie Boyle, the basketball for Campbellsville. Inside Flowers looking. Kicks it out. Serafini. She can shoot it. Three on the way. No good. Ball batted by Nally. It's free. Evans and Wilkes going to wrestle over it. And the smaller, diminutive Evans comes out of the scrum with the basketball. Bouncing across the lane. And she hits Karma May in the leg with the ball. And Campbellsville back the other way. Maddie Boyle leads CU. Serafini right on the right side of the paint. She is fouled as that shot is no good. I've never seen the number of ads on a stat page.
Oh, well, I haven't either. So Serafini going to the free throw line, Matt. Only been there twice this year and has missed both of them, so she's due.
That foul was on Karma May. The previous foul was on Terry Evans. So that's the one that sent us to that break earlier. Serafini at the line as Florida Memorial has put Campbellsville in the bonus the rest of the third quarter. First free throw for Serafini, no good. Paige, small sample, a really good three-point shooter. She struggled from the line and now 3 trips. She's looking for a first make and misses that one. I think that's a little more, obviously a little mental game there, but I don't think that's accurate of her ability to shoot free throws. 4 minutes to play in the third, 63-29. Campbellsville the advantage. Sarah Sutton into the Lady Tiger lineup. Sutton, a 5'10" senior forward from Scottsville, Kentucky. Flashing his show green. Trying to get around Serafini is Thornton. And as the shot clock sounds, the shot was no good. Rebound taken in by Maddie Boyle. Here comes Campbellsville again. Boyle running the point for the Lady Tigers a bit here. Serafini inside. Luby does a nice job to grab it with that right paw, and she pitches it up and in for 2.
Nice entry pass, nice execution. Caitlin Luby here this afternoon with a few points down low. for 6 points on the afternoon.
65-29. The Lady Tigers average about 95 points a game on the season. Here's Show Green. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound taken in by Flowers. She'll hesitate. Now bring it up the court herself. Flowers left side. Sutton inside. Luby goes to work. Shot no good. Battled. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the B Nebraska native.
Another good entry pass there by Sutton and a quick turnaround by Luby. Just, I think, a little more forceful off the backboard, and that rim just didn't hold it.
Salika Stevens back in. A junior from Toronto, Canada. Dumas the basketball for the Lions. Campbellsville leading by 36. Whitney Hay in there got a deflection, and the defender trying to hold her back. Hay ahead, steps through, some contact. We got a blocking foul called here on Florida Memorial. I believe that was Thornton.
Was she in the restricted area?
You know, I'll be honest with you. If they call that a charge, I don't say a word.
I don't either, yeah.
I wonder if where it was maybe a little bang-bang. Because they let her go out here. I thought she was held at midcourt.
Oh, okay.
I thought Whitney had it was almost, I won't say clear path foul, but Whitney had a clear path to the basketball. And, they didn't call that. Hay hits the free throw. So I wonder if it may have been a little bit of a makeup because Hay probably has 2 points without that hold. Free throw here is good. So Hay gets both. 66-29 the score. Florida Memorial back in action tomorrow against another Kentucky school. They'll play Kentucky Christian here. Is Luby going to come across and foul Thornton on the drive? So the KCU Knights will come here to Florida Memorial. Common opponent with Campbellsville was, Campbellsville will have it later, is Faulkner. Florida Memorial lost to Faulkner earlier this year. The Lady Tigers will see them on the 6th of January. Free throw for Thornton is good.
Well, after those first 2 or 3, 4 minutes of the first quarter, it's been all Campbellsville. Good to see them rebound from that loss against Indiana Wesleyan.
Double team here. Flowers inside to Luby. She'll quickly go up, and Kayla Luby gets the hoop. Tyra Flowers the helper.
Luby's 8th point here, 4 of 8 from the field today.
69-31. Barnett. That is Thornton. Show Green with Sutton having a hand in the face. And a 3 on the way. That is good from Dumas. She hit a mid-range jumper earlier in the ball game. Hits the 3-point field goal here. Hay and Serafini will bring Campbellsville ahead, working against some of the pressure. Hay gets around and through all of it. Ball knocked away at the last moment. Kicks it. Shooter. Serafini. Triple. Stuck it. Not in the good way.
Wish my golf ball would do that.
That ought to at least be worth a half a point or something. That's more difficult than anything else. Hay tried to
that ain't going to happen.
Reach up there and grab it. Yeah. Well, before the game, Whitney came over and said, I think that goal down there is lower. I'm getting close to being able to touch rim. And, of course, Coach said, well, I just thought you looked extra bouncy today after being on that plane yesterday. He tried to reach up there. So Serafini pitches one between the rim and the backboard. Goes to the arrow, and that will favor Florida Memorial. So 1:40 to play, third quarter. Campbellsville leads 69-34. Ball fake and drive. Steps called on Stevens. PA guy here is really, he's all in on the Campbellsville. Back to work for the Lady Tigers. Less than 90 seconds to play in the period. Over the top, Hay has Luby. She has 2 points and a trip to the nail. Foul. They're going to go against Stevens, I believe. Nice pass by Hay. Excuse me, Benji.
That was a really nice touch entry pass by Whitney Hay into Luby. Luby going to the free throw line.
That's live. Yeah. Nobody knew it. Had Luby just kind of waltzed in there, she'd have picked that up. She hit the shot. Everybody in white stood.
Could have gone in there, got her own rebound.
Well, Luby was the only one that reacted, but it was a retreat. Had she known that was going to be the reaction by the Lions, she would have took off after it. Ball thrown away. Sutton saves it. Karma May and a couple of Lady Tigers battling for it. Goes out of bounds off the hand of Karma May. Changes here for CU. Rachel Presley going to enter the lineup for Kayla Luby, and Bree Gowdy checking in for Whitney Hay. I think you'll get a little bit of run out of some of these. Well, wait a minute.
Actually, she checked in for Serafina. Moving Hay to the.
So Hay and Gowdy will be the primary ball handlers for CU. Gowdy ahead to Sutton in the middle. Hay over the top. She finds Presley rolling. Rachel couldn't get that one to go down, but we've got a jump ball call here. And Stevens and Gowdy locked up in a knot down there. Arrow will stay with the Lady Tigers. Gowdy looking. Throws it out to Sutton. I think she wanted Hay, who kind of zig when they thought she was going to zag inside. Hay working back to the basket. There, a little turnaround shot. She's knocked to the ground the other way, and throwing it away is Nia Johnson. We have reached the twilight zone a bit here. Benji, a little sloppy on.
Yeah, it's, the game's already in hand, and you're just seeing a little bit of sloppiness here, a little one-on-one instead of running your offensive sets, but still got a lot of basketball left here.
Hay with it for CU, ahead to Sutton. Right side, Gowdy. She'll deck it and drive. Presley with a nice clear out.
Yeah.
Gowdy throws one up and in.
That was a nice clear out, as you said, by Presley there. I thought Gowdy was going to be able to do a bounce pass, but she penetrated all the way to the rim.
Oh, they've gotten away with one there. Driving inside is Thornton. She gets it just over the outstretched arm of Rachel Presley for two. Hay had it knocked away, and she runs into, the player and the official. So Hay picking up her second. They just called Hay with her first, Benji. I wonder if because they had Tyra with 4 on the stats, so I wonder if they didn't give one of Whitney's to Tyra earlier. Here's a jumper, and they're going to call Sutton for a foul here with 0.2 of a second remaining. So the first on Sutton, and Nia Johnson goes to the free throw line for Florida Memorial. First free throw is short off the left side of the iron. One more coming. Free throw here is no good as well. Presley snares the rebound, and that's where the third quarter will come to a close. Campbellsville with the advantage here. They've got them doubled up in a remainder of one. 73-36 the score over Florida Memorial. We'll step away, take a timeout, come back and bring you fourth quarter action. You're following the Lady Tigers on the CU Sports Network.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school.
We're more than our 80 major and postgraduate programs.
We're more than our 32 sponsored collegiate sports teams.
We're more than a student body with over 20,000 members.
We're more than our 9 locations spanning from Kentucky to California.
We're even more than our 117 years of academic excellence.
At Campbellsville University, we're more than a school. We are the generation that will build the future.
(73-36), the Lady Tigers lead Florida Memorial University down in Miami Gardens. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly with you. The Lady Tigers back in action on Sunday. We'll make the trip, as Benji mentioned earlier, across Alligator Alley and some of the swamplands of Florida and head over to Ave Maria, Florida, as Campbellsville will do battle with the Gyrenes, and looking forward to getting over there and seeing some of those facilities. It's been a bit since we've been down that way, but certainly they've done a nice job developing that.
Well, they have, and of course the hurricane came through, and I was talking to Brett Sow, and he said that the game actually is going to probably be in a middle school because they have not repaired their arena.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to hear.
I know. So
left side with the basketball, driving, shot up, no good. And the rebound taken in by Campbellsville. I believe Pritchett knocked it to Lee. Boyle, right side. She's had a hot hand, and that one is no good. Bertram the rebound. Can't finish. And coming out the other end with the basketball is Nia Johnson. Bounces ahead. Barnett's shot is good.
Good transition there for Florida Memorial.
And long the other way. Boyle, left side. Wilkes, three on the way. Bang! Kick cap with an Edward Jones payout. She continues to climb the all-time points list.
Gets her up to 21. 21. I told you she needs 25, 25, 25, and 22. She'll be there.
I told Ginger she can get it in game 5 or game 7, but it's game 6 I won't be at.
Yeah.
Faulkner, that's the one that we don't want. But you take them when you can get them.
That's it. Well on her way now.
Here's a jumper from Mays that is no good. Rebound to Maddie Boyle. Boyle bounces to Lee. Lee in the middle. Looking. Pritchett.
There she is.
Inside. 23. Has Wilkes. She'll go up, and that is good. 23 for Kit Kat today. Just in case you're wondering, that's 2 off a career best for Wilkes. 25 is her top score. 78-38. Driving down the lane, throwing up a shot. They're going to call an offensive foul, I believe, against Nia Johnson.
Yeah, Bertram was set there for about a half minute. Good job getting outside of the restricted area there and taking the charge.
So Campbellsville will inbound. Lauren Lee to do the honors here.
There we go.
Pritchett inside, off the window, and matching her career best is Caitlin Wilkes. Courtney Pritchett, the fine for CU.
Let's get a couple more here for her.
Driving in, stepping through. Barnett couldn't finish. Ball batted and taken by Boyle. Boyle and Campbellsville the other way. Just over 2 minutes gone by in this fourth quarter. Wilkes is wide open, and they close in. Thought about the elbow, Jay. Can't shoot it. Boyle's open. 3 in the far corner. That's going to be long. Bertram, the rebound. The stick back won't go. And it is May there for the board. And Bertram's got herself a steal.
Yeah,
nice job.
Defense.
She stayed right in the pocket of Barnett. Left side, Burt, open. 3 on the way. No good. Pritchett taps it, controls it. Campbellsville keeps it. Pritchett to Wilkes, rolling, off the window, no good. Wilkes battling, gets her own miss, goes for 2 more. 27, a new career best for Kit Kat.
There we go. Good to see.
She may get to 1,000 today.
Well, you know, she's only needs 70 more.
Okay.
Right, yeah, 70 more.
Big performance for Wilkes at 930 points in her career.
At Campbellsville.
Corner. Yeah, at Campbellsville. She had some at Trevecca as well.
It's a nice jumper there. Is that Thornton?
It was Barnett in the corner. Pritchett, right wing. Now Boyle. See if they go back to Wilkes.
There it is.
Bertram. Too far.
It's all right. Good look. Good look by Bertram. That pass was there. Just a little bit of too much English on it. I look for Coach Colvin here in a few minutes to go to her bench again.
Yeah, she'll start to change things up for the game again on Sunday. Driving, and Barnett started to get herself going a little bit here in this fourth quarter. 82-43 to score. Campbellsville the large advantage. Lee trying to work herself free. Looking for the entry to Wilkes. 2 defenders there. Now Lee will drive in the middle. A little floater in the lane is good for Lauren Lee with the right hand.
Yeah, it's double digits for Lauren here this afternoon, 11 points.
Campbellsville's starters days, well, I was going to say are done at the next stoppage, and as I said it, Pritchett went and knocked the ball out of bounds.
She's like, I'm ready.
I think I've got my work done today. And
yeah.
That group will set starters, but that group of 5, Bertram actually going to check out, and Hay will go back in with the second group to kind of handle the ball. Luby, Serafini, Flowers, Nally, and Hay. Serafini picking up some of the minutes vacated by Bailey Pettigo with the injury. Bailey down there in that chair watching 84-45, after the made 2 there by Florida Memorial.
you know it's got to be killing Bailey, too, to not being out there with her teammates. She's such a competitor.
Hay working with the basketball. Inside has Luby, and Campbellsville continues to work the post game. That time Whitney Hay finds Luby for 2. Janiah Marks into the lineup, 5'5" senior guard from Tampa, Florida. She's got the ball on the right side. Nia Johnson on the left side to Thornton. Ball fake. Thornton working off the screen from May. Left side Johnson. Drive, steps through, nowhere to go with it. Back out, and steps called on Nia Johnson. Zalika Stevens going to re-enter for May. 5:09 to play in the fourth quarter. Campbellsville 86, Florida Memorial 45. Post-game meal will taste pretty good tonight, Benji.
Yeah. Don't know where we're going, but it'll taste good.
Flowers holds. Now Hay again looking for Luby. She's got her rolling shot, won't stick. Nally the rebound, and she'll take a trip to the free throw line after she's fouled. Shot was no good. Stevens picks up the foul call. And that is the first on Stevens. 2 on the Lions in this quarter. That'll bring us to a stoppage here, Benji, with 4:51 to play in the ball game. Campbellsville leads 86-45 on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
We are Kentucky Broadcasters, your hometown radio and television stations. We bring you breaking news. We keep you safe. We serve your community in good times and in bad. Your local broadcasters are always there. We are deeply rooted in your small towns and your big cities. We champion a strong sense of civic pride, no matter how we connect. Over the air, online, and on your device. We are Kentucky Broadcasters. There when it matters.
Campbellsville with the lead here in Miami Gardens, Florida. Matt Payton and Benji Kelly with you today. Back with you on Sunday, again on Tuesday, again on Wednesday. As Campbellsville continues to notch games before the Christmas holiday, Benji. 4 games, and I think it's actually over a 7-day period that they get their 4 games in, so not much rest for this Lady Tiger team, including the travel. Free throw by Nally is no good. And that free throw good as well for Maddie Nally. Right side, driving. That is a shot by Thornton. No good. Flowers closed out. Almost had herself a block. Hay will hit ahead to Flowers, and now Tyra Flowers will bring Campbellsville to the front court. Nally looking. Hay, survey. She'll drive right side of the lane. Scoops one up. Can't get it to hang. And the rebound to Shogreen. That's Florida Memorial's basketball. Marks comes the other way with it now. Ooh, nearly threw it away as Hay was hanging out with her at midcourt. Closing in on 4 minutes to play. Shogreen. Left side, Thornton. Now Dumas. Holds it. 4 to shoot, and they throw it out of bounds. Actually, Campbellsville got a hand on that. It's going to be 2 seconds, and that may help Florida Memorial really, Benji, because I'm not sure they knew that they were down that low.
I don't think they did either, but it's good pressure there by Luby to get out and defend there and knock it out of bounds. Campbellsville.
Dumas, one dribble, throws one up, and it's off the top of the backboard. That's going to be a backboard or a backboard violation. Yeah. I saw one of those earlier when Paige Serafini stuck it. Sorry, Paige. My blooper comes back to get you. I shouldn't have done that.
Well, Paige is going to knock one down here.
She's going to get her one right here.
Yeah, she's going to get one right here.
To Serafini.
I called it. Yeah.
Driving, dumps it across the lane, and Maddie Nally is fouled.
Good pass, though. Good pass by Serafini.
Thornton.
Maddie Nally back to the free throw line. Maddie may not have much on the stat sheet this afternoon, but Matt, I believe she had at least 5 deflections on the defensive end, and
Early in the game, I would agree. She was all over the place in that first quarter, first and second quarter. Hits that free throw there. It is Maddie. I didn't see her parents. I think they're going to make the trip. I always joke with them. We saw Joe in the airport last year when we came down to Miami, and he had like a cooler backpack thing, and that's where he's like in survivalist mode. Joe and Linda pack light. They grab and go off the plane.
Pack light will travel.
That's right. And I think they're coming down at some point. Now they got both of those free throws. Evans up today at
and a block.
2 and 4. Now she's got a block.
Spot up, Paige. Spot up.
Hay drives and leaves that inside with Kayla Luby, and she knows what to do with it. Throws one up and in off the window.
I'll tell you, between her and Wilkes this afternoon, we got 42, 43 points down in the paint, just between the two of them.
Hay with getting close to a handful of assists. She and Pritchett there, and Lee at 7. This game may be one Campbellsville might restat.
Would agree with that.
Right wing 3, no good. And the rebound grab by Whitney Hay. I put money on Whitney Hay triple-doubling before her days are done in maroon and gray. Shot no good by Flowers. Luby's put back no good. Paige Serafini doing the Lord's work down inside, cleaning up messes.
Cleaning up the messes, and nice little put back by Paige. And back on defense. Good job.
And she forces that errant pass without Paige Serafini's hands in the way of Desaya Thornton's efforts. I believe she catches that ball. Instead, it goes off of the digits of Thornton, and Campbellsville will make some changes. Hay, Nally, and Luby will see their days come to a close. Gowdy back in. Sutton and Presley back in. Jenny Mark's going to check off for Coach Woods. Defense. 93-45. Campbellsville a field goal or 2 points away, however you want to look at it from their season average. 95.6. Sutton can get them there. She won't shoot it. Serafini out top. Bounces inside. Presley quickly with a left hand. That's no good. Ball batted out of play, and it'll go to Florida Memorial with 2:16 to play. Shogreen to inbound for the Lions. Dumas brings them to the front court. Campbellsville going to grab win number 455 in the career of Ginger High-Coleman here, and that shot is good. Driving layup good for Cornelia Johnson.
455, Matt. That's no. Oh, for Ginger Coleman. That's what you said. What total number overall? 1,000.
Yeah.
We up to 1,100 yet?
Yeah, you're creeping right at 1,100. That 1,000 win down at it was actually still Martin Methodist a few years back. Paige Serafini to Sutton off the wing, now to the corner. Gowdy inside. Flowers sends one up that's good. A little underhanded shot for Tyra Flowers. Campbellsville right at the season average, 95 points. And that 3 no good for Shogreen. Creeping closer to 90 seconds. That game in Pulaski, Tennessee, Benji, was we made the difficult decision. I didn't cover football that day. It ended 69 straight football games that I had covered. But certainly that was a good reason to break that streak.
Well, not many programs get to 1,000 wins, Matt, and this Lady Tiger team is one of the storied programs of Campbellsville athletics. So
working with the basketball here is Johnson. That's Cornelia Johnson out to Stevens. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Rachel Presley for the Lady Tigers. Campbellsville back the other way. Sutton with it. Far side. Gowdy, a minute to go. Gowdy steps through, and she's got 2 more today. A couple of buckets driving down the lane for Bree Gowdy. You can do the math there. Donna Wise had 661 wins, Benji. So Ginger at 455. So
you're over
1,100. Timeout taken here by Coach Woods right before Florida Memorial threw that ball away.
11-16.
11-16. Florida Memorial nearly a turnover, but Coach Woods took the timeout just before that pass was thrown. So Campbellsville with 49 seconds remaining up over their season average. We'll see if they can get to the century mark. They've done that a couple of times this year. They did it in 2 of the first 3 games, and then again against Union College down in Kingsport. That game against Bluefield in the season opener, 126 points. They were just a bucket off tying a program record of 128. Paige Evans and Kaylin Mills making appearances here for the Lady Tigers as they empty the bench. 5'5" sophomore guard from Flat Lake, Kentucky is Mills, and Paige Evans 5'3", a sophomore guard from Hodgenville, Kentucky. And we've got a whistle here. That's going to go against 21, and I'm not even going to put that in the book here with 48.7 remaining, or the call sheet, I should say. That's a freebie, Bree. Won't even count it.
Won't count it.
Left side, ball fake by Cornelia Johnson. Shogreen with it. We've got Cornelia Johnson, the right wing. Mills right there to defend, and now a 3 by Thornton. That is short off the front of the iron. Presley tries to grab another rebound, and we go to the senior. Oh, they're going to call a foul.
Yeah.
So Rachel Presley draws the foul. No shots on the other end, however, that is just the 4th on Florida Memorial with 32.6 seconds. So Campbellsville likely to get one more look at the rim. Gowdy with the ball. Now Mills. Evans drives in, lost the handle, so they won't get another look. And now Presley with the takeaway. That will reset the shot clock. It is now off. And now Campbellsville may just dribble it out, and Mills going to back away. Bounces to Evans.
Good win.
And the Lady
Good
Tigers
bounce back win.
Will take the air out of it. The buzzer sounds, and it's a 97-48 victory for Campbellsville University. And Benji, what was it in that first quarter? We did the math on that. It was a 21-0 run for the Lady Tigers. Was it 15 to?
It was 15 to 10.
15 to 10. And Campbellsville
36-10.
Went on a 21-0 run and made it a 36-10 game. And that really started the snowball downhill, as it is a 97-48 victory for Campbellsville University, as the head coach Ginger High Colvin will make her way up, and she'll throw on the headset here in just a moment. Let's take a look at a couple of the numbers before. I know those steps are hard on me, so I'm going to give Coach 30 seconds or so to catch her breath after the Lady Tigers pick up the win. 36 of 64 shooting overall for CU. They were 56% from the field, 9 of 16 from long range, 56.3%. So that's hard to do. 56% from the field. They equal the number from deep. That dog will hunt, Coach. I won't put you on the spot just yet. 16 of 20 from the free throw line, 80% for the Lady Tigers. And for Florida Memorial, 48 points today. They were 18 of 52 shooting, 34.6%, 6 of 20 from long range, 30%, 6 of 10 from the charity stripe here, as we welcome in the head coach. And Coach, the first couple of minutes, a little back and forth, maybe a feeling out process. You hit about the midway mark of that first quarter. You guys, started to put the pedal to the metal, so to speak.
We did come out. I don't know if we come out flat. I thought they're athletic, really athletic, and you can't tell when you see on film, but I felt like they came out and hit a couple shots early, but we hung in there and got a few things to go. And Maddie Bull's kind of been our Energizer bunny, and she's got some things to go for us, and it just took the lid off. And after that, it was much better for us. We moved the ball better and did a much better job. Got to Kit today, and Kayla Luby today, I thought, did a good job getting to our post because they were a little undersized.
Boyle certainly got you going. She had 19 in this matchup a year ago, 14 today to get things rolling a bit. And it was her high school teammate that really paced you guys here this afternoon. 27 for Wilkes. That's a new career best. 930 in total scoring now at Campbellsville University. But the big number there, Coach, 27 points on 12 shot attempts. The efficiency in that regard, remarkable. 10 of 12 shooting. And she and Luby, because I'm going to throw Kayla into this, she was 7 of 13 today. Found her for easy buckets. She poured in 14 as well. So 41 of your 97 from those two horses down inside.
And you have to give it to the rest of our kids, their unselfishness, to look for our post, because both of them do such a great job getting down low and sealing. And then I thought Kayla Luby came in and did an excellent job defensively for us. And then what I'm most proud about with Kit is the 6 for 6 from the free throw line. That she's standing up there knocking her free throws down. She's gotten a little bit of a funk last season with it, and so she came in, and both of them, man, it's just a really, really good 1-2 punch when you've got those two posts.
And I was looking here, I was trying to find the assists. 29 assists, Coach, on 36 made baskets, and you talked about the unselfishness. You had a handful of kids that felt like with 3 or 4
Whitney
assists.
Hay, Courtney Pritchett.
Lauren had 7.
Lauren, obviously, I think she had 6 at the half and didn't play a ton the second half, but yes, when you've got that many assists, we still have to clean our turnovers up and do a better job taking care of the ball. But, the fact that they passed the ball, I know Bert had a couple passes good passes. She came in and got rolling today, hit some big shots.
And, Bertram, kind of re-emergence, we might say. She's been working her way back from some, she had that, I think it was a back barking at one point.
She did.
And she's just trying to kind of get her legs back under her. But I thought she and Maddie Nally, their ability to play defense, and especially early, Benji and I talked about it, Maddie had what felt like a half dozen deflections in the first, quarter or two. Yeah. She couldn't get one and finally got a steal down when she was down inside, but really presented some problems for Florida Memorial out front.
Yeah, Maddie Nally does so much for us, and I didn't, the Indiana Wesleyan game that we lost, I didn't give Maddie the minutes that I should have given to her because she's been so solid for us all year, and it's just a human coaching mistake, and I went back and looked at that and really regretted it because she's been a great rebounder, a defender, a passer. She's done a lot of those things for us. And when you got Bert back in there in the rotation and she brings that energy, it's very good to have that many kids that can give you what they're given.
And then you were able to, I know you've got a stretch of games here where the jet lag perhaps, the travel yesterday, so getting a bit of a lead and being able to use some of those valuable minutes for others to get experience. I know that's something that you always want to do. You never know what game will present itself, but on this trip where you've got so many games condensed into a short amount of time, I know that's something that you're probably thrilled with.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, we travel well. There's got a lot of families watching their kids play, and Sarah Sutton, who had a foot injury, and we're trying to get her worked back in. We were able to get minutes for her today. So just being able to get some of those kids on the floor and rest. You don't want to be up 40 and your point guard get hurt. You don't want to chance those things, but you do want them to play and stay in some sort of a game rhythm. So we were able to do that today, which is nice.
Well, speaking of getting your point guard hurt, I'm hurt because we got on the bus yesterday and I made the remark, one of us is essential personnel and the other was the point guard. And you had the nerve to tell me that, no offense, but I need my point guard, not so much the radio guy.
I stand behind that. I stand behind that.
I tell you what, just when you think you know somebody.
I love you, Matt, but if you're going to make me choose, I'm going to roll with Lauren Lee every time.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. She's much more important, as are all those young ladies in maroon and gray. But Coach, congratulations on this one. Quick turnaround though. Ave Maria on Sunday, and honestly, that I got to looking. I guess this morning. It's a little further of a trip than I thought down here. It's actually going to be about a 2 hour or so, depending on your traffic.
The traffic
so that is
the biggie here. Yes.
That's going to be quite a haul, given that you flew so far down here.
I know it's a drive, but when you're in the mid South, we lost some games, so we were in desperation mode when we were trying to find games, and teams don't want to travel if they want you to come to their place, so. We're going to go to their place. And out here, it's a beautiful campus, so we're going to go down there and check that out and hopefully get ourselves ready. But a lot going on here. But we do appreciate you and Benji coming down and doing what you guys do, because I know it means a lot to everybody back home.
Well, we certainly enjoy it, and it's fun to travel around with your bunch. And I guess dinner here shortly, you'll probably have to feed those gals a couple more times before the sun goes down.
Yesterday after the flight, we're ill because they hadn't eaten, and then we ate, and they were already asking after we ate when we were going to eat again. And when Courtney Pritchett is asking that question, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Because she's finicky anyway, so when she's asking you that, I knew then we had to find another place to eat last night, and we did. And but they're fun to travel with. The families are fun to travel with, and I love the experiences that they're getting.
Coach, congratulations. We'll do it again on Sunday.
Thank you, Matt.
Coach Ginger High Colvin and the Lady Tigers victorious today as they knock off Florida Memorial. Campbellsville moving to 9-1 on the year. The Lions at 5-4. Quickly running down some of the individual stats here. Campbellsville led today again by Caitlin Wilkes, a new career best, 27 points. She would do that on the first day of this trip. Now my call sheet is all out of whack. The rest of the trip down here, we'll have to circle that each and every day. We'll see if she can get close to that 27 again. But 27 for Kit Kat. She was 10 of 12 shooting, 6 of 6 at the line. She even knocked down an Edward Jones 3, showing off the range today for number 33. Campbellsville got 14 apiece from Maddie Boyle and Kayla Luby. Luby coming off the bench to supply 14. Boyle out of the starting lineup with a few Edward Jones 3s for CU. 11 for Lauren Lee today to go with 6 boards and 7 dimes. The Lady Tigers got 9 from Elizabeth Bertram. CU sees Whitney Hay score 6 points to go with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. 5 points for Courtney Pritchett, 6 helpers. 4 for Bree Gowdy, 3 from Maddie Nally, 2 each from Tyra Flowers and Paige Serafini. As we look quickly at little summary scoring here, Campbellsville in terms of rebounds, 39-20 the advantage, 8-5 on the offensive end, and the Lady Tigers finishing with 29 assists, 12 turnovers, and 9 steals. The Lady Tigers winning the majority of the enhanced scoring categories, 54-20 in the paint, 23-18 off turnovers, and bench points 34-14. For Benji Kelly today is our color commentator, and Campbellsville University President Dr. Joseph Hopkins, Vice President for Athletics Rusty Hollingsworth, and Jim Hardy. We say special thank you to all of those guys. Sports Information, Brett Pierce, and those guys helping out back home. And again, Benji Kelly on color commentary, David Leathers producing our broadcast back in the studio. Thank you, David, for doing that. And all of you who have followed, thank you so much for joining us. The Lady Tigers back in action on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock at Ave Maria. Coverage begins at 1:45 here on the Campbellsville University Sports Network. Matt Payton signing off from the Florida Memorial Wellness Center, where the Lady Tigers are victorious 97-48. You've been following the Lady Tigers on the Campbellsville University Sports Network.
Thanks for following today's broadcast of Lady Tiger basketball. Stay up to date on all Tiger athletics at CampbellsvilleTigers.com.